OK, let's get across the rest of today's main headlines with our political reporter Cam Reddin. Cam, great to see you as always. Now, I just spoke about National Cabinet and this domestic violence announcement. Can you tell me any more on that and what else came out of today's meeting?
Yeah, well said, Erin. There's obviously no shortage of goodwill around the National Cabinet table on this issue. There's more money for some frontline services. That's obviously going to be welcomed by the sector. Some of the states are trying to make progress as well. We've seen New South Wales go down the path of reforming bail laws, strengthening those. Western Australia, a few other states, also going down the path of electronic monitoring and bracelets for repeat offenders. But progress is slow. And as is so often the case on issues like this, there tends to be a bit of a mismatch or at least a misalignment between the ambition and the intent and the deliverability of many of these things. The money is slow to roll out. It's not coming in, much of it, until July 1 of next year. And there's this other factor too around the workforce issues of actually having enough people to help those that are trying to flee violence, Erin. This workforce problem has been raised by the premiers but also by the federal government today. We can probably show you the mismatch in what the premiers have committed to by 2026, 500 new frontline workers compared to where they're at right now. Now, the government federally has said, hey, let's get going. Why aren't you hiring enough people? But we saw the premiers push back a bit on this today, saying that the economy is just not in great shape at the moment. We cannot find the people to fill these jobs. Take a look.
There's a whole bunch of restrictions on who the states can employ to be those family and domestic violence workers. We've got full employment in New South Wales, or just about. My suggestion is we lift those restrictions.
The fact of the matter is, in the current labour market, you can't just magic these workers up. And those comments yesterday from Amanda were pretty unhelpful.
Yeah, Cam, it was like federal Labor promising all the extra assistance in aged care, nurses 24/7, but there was a complete inability to deliver that because we didn't have the workforce. It's a huge issue.